Are we on?
Are we on?
This is the name of our Spidey song. I don't even know. I watched too much Spider-Man today.
Oh, we actually watched Spider-Man as well today.
It's not even the movie. It's the Spidey and his amazing friends.
Oh, that's been on all morning,
Yeah.
and then I was like, I'm not watching that anymore. So I put on the first Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man from like 2002.
Oh yeah.
And Zoe found it absolutely hilarious when Spider-Man swung and then hit a wall.
Mm-hmm.
He was laughing, and then he went, "That's the funniest film I have ever seen."
Well, on that note, everyone.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Welcome to the Cold Spot Confession. I forgot. Why can I?
The Cold Spot Confessions podcast.
It's the Cold Spot Confessions podcast.
Yes, it is.
Why am I trying to speak more British?
I don't know. You already are.
Anyway, this is episode 21, and
21.
I would love to know if anyone's actually been listening from day one that isn't our mum.
I don't know.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably
I hope
not.
people don't listen to episode 1 just purely for the fact of how bad the audio is.
I know. I didn't even listen to episode 1 because of how bad the audio was.
Yeah, we have had comments on it. We know, okay? We changed it.
Yeah, if you went on to the next episode, you would know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it did get improved, and then it's been improving since, I think. So
I hope so.
Anyway, guys, episode 21, we are covering Annabelle. Since last week, we decided to go off topic very drastically on conspiracy theories and stuff. Oh, one last conspiracy theory.
Okay.
Thing. It's just because it came up the other day and I had to tell you about it. That they found, they've uncovered an Egyptian, what's it called?
Sarcophagus?
Yeah, sarcophagus that has alien inscription on the front, and it has a picture of a fucking spaceship and then beams coming down.
What?
Yeah, and almost like a drawing of an alien on the front of this sarcophagus.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It's very cool. So, who knows? Coming next.
There was one that I was actually meant to talk about. Yes, that noise. I don't know where my brain's going. When I was going to talk to you about when we filmed last week, there was literally what I said to you. Remind me to tell you.
You asked me to remind you.
I know. I was like, remind me to tell you, but when we start filming, because I need to tell you this, and I don't want to tell you when we're not filming. There was an experiment going on. I can't remember when it was, but like I want to say 70s because that's when a load of random shit started happening.
Yeah, let's go with 70s.
They thought, let's just do an experiment here of underground villages, towns.
Oh, I seen something and I didn't.
I think I sent it. I might have sent it to you.
I was going to open it up and I was like, that looks fun, and then I got distracted. So
yeah, an underground town. So they have like movie theaters. They have everything they need. And they wanted to open it up for the public and be like, right, you can buy a house here and this is where you're going to live. And a lot of people were like, don't really want to live underground because they're like, this is what's going to happen. The world's going to end at some point, and this is where we're going to live. We're all going to live underground. And a lot of people are like, not going to do this. A couple of families did, but the majority of people are like, I'm not doing that.
I'm not going on that.
So what they done is they took a bunch of kids from an orphanage.
Right.
They moved them into the town and raised them in that town under the impression that the world has already ended. And this was where they lived. So they were all at an age where they don't remember the outside world. So they're all like really young, easily manipulated. The world's already ended. This is where you've always lived. This is where you'll live forever. They had no idea. They were living in here for years. They even had their own families and stuff like that. Years. And I think they just forgot about them. And then and then it was discovered that these people were living under the ground.
I feel like we need
like
to do
a whole
podcast on this.
But yeah, some weird social experiment.
Well, if you want to watch something about that, what's it called? Paradise. Why do I think that's not correct? But I think it is called something like that. It's on Now TV, and it's all about, or is it Disney? It was on Disney, and it's all about the world ending, and then there's people who live underground, and they have like a fake source of light, like which is like a fake sun, and they have like a whole entire suburb town.
That's probably what it's based off, because they had like cars, they had street lights, they had all this stuff.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Anyway, shall we do we're not even going to do a poltergeist now, because we've already spoken about all of our crap.
Yeah, my poltergeist is only going to be the fact that I steam cleaned my bathroom, and I'm very happy with it because it no longer smells of pee.
That's how fun our lives are.
Yeah.
I don't even think I have one, because my one's basically the same as last week. So
I mean, you steam cleaned your bathroom this week, so
I did. I steam cleaned my toilet, and that was very white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't stay that very long. It won't stay that way very long, having so many boys living in this house. It's ridiculous.
Nothing stays clean.
Anywho, shall we dive into Annabelle?
We shall.
So we are covering Annabelle, and Vicky has done more notes than I have on this one, so she is going to take lead today.
So,
yes,
this is all about...
Oh, and by the way, I'm in an annoying mood.
I can tell.
So,
yeah,
who knows how much information is going to come out.
This is all about the creepy-ass doll that we all know as Annabelle, and not the one from the film with the porcelain face, because yes, she's creepy as hell, but that's not the original doll.
They should have just used the proper Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah, they should have done.
That thing is creepy as fuck.
Yeah. I remember, like, when I first heard about Annabelle, I think it was before the film came out, I was like, I heard about her and I was like, I'm going to do a little bit of research. And I saw it and I was like, that is a fucking creepy ass doll.
Yeah.
And I think I had nightmares about that doll after. But anyway, this story was apparently told to the Warrens, who we will talk about after.
Yes.
It was a first-hand story from the people who Annabelle came from. Okay, so they told their story to the Warrens told it to the world. So Annabelle was a massive doll. She was the size of a 4-year-old, like a 4-year-old child. That's how big she is.
Why would you even buy one of those things?
Well, she was a Raggedy Ann doll, which was a famous character due to... What the hell have I written? 2 seconds. I need to stop moving on the chair as well, because I'm just not focusing.
Yeah,
I got a swivel chair and I haven't been sat on a swivel chair in a while.
Because I'm moving. I have sold all of my furniture.
So we're sat on
swivel chairs in my kitchen. And if you have seen my laptop setup, you'll be very impressed. You know what? I'm taking a picture for Instagram and I am going to put it on because it is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
There you go. I took a picture and you can even see the sound waves from our voices.
Oh. So, it was a Raggedy Ann doll, which was a famous character due to its appearance in several books written by the American writer Johnny Gruvell. It was. I'm presuming that's how you say the last name. Okay, sorry if I butchered it. It was purchased from Annabelle was purchased from a second-hand hobby store, size of a 4-year-old child, and she was given as a gift to a woman called Donna by her mother.
Why?
On her 28th birthday.
Again, why?
Yeah, you would have thought a child would want a doll, but nope, your 28-year-old daughter, you're going to give her a Raggedy Ann doll the size of a 4-year-old child.
That's creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's secondhand.
Yeah.
Who knows what someone's done to that doll?
Exactly. But anyway, Donna was really happy with it. Like, so happy. She took it home, showed it to her roommate called Angie.
Angie?
Donna and Angie were both nurses, or nursing students. Some sources say nurses, some say nursing students.
Okay.
Sorry.
They were in the nursing community.
Yeah. They worked long ass shifts.
Yes.
So apparently everything was fine at first, like the first few weeks. And they would sit Annabelle on the sofa in the living room so she could, in quotes, greet the guests.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I know, bit weird. But it didn't take long before the two women began to notice that Annabelle seemed to move about the room on her own, or be in a different position to the one they left her in.
Nope. No.
So she'd be like sat on the sofa, and next minute she's like other side of the sofa, or just kind of.
That sounds gross. I would 100% just burn that there and then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Donna would sit her on the living room sofa before leaving for work, only to come home in the afternoon and find her in her bedroom.
Oh. I mean,
with the door shut.
I
may I
would 100% fuck around with that thing and annoy the shit out of someone. If someone's mum went and gave it to her, I would want to try and do everything to get out of the house. But if that wasn't the roommate fucking with her,
it wasn't, because
I am not there for it.
Nobody was in the house. It was they were out most of the time. So because they kind of noticed this, and she would come home and Annabelle wasn't on the sofa anymore, she was in her bedroom with the door shut, Donna deliberately would leave Annabelle on her bed.
Right.
She'd be like, right, you're staying there then. If you want to be in my bedroom, you can stay there. She'd come home, she'd be in the living room.
Oh, no.
And what makes it even creepier, okay, is Donna and Angie started finding notes.
What?
Left throughout the apartment.
Oh, no.
And it would say, help me.
Help me?
Yeah. Or help Lou, which Lou is,
yes, according to the Warrens.
Shut up.
All right.
I was asking you a question about Annabelle because I knew a fact that I wanted to throw in there in case you haven't done it. But then it decided to talk. It's never talked to me.
Okay, so anyway, they would find notes saying help or help me, or help Lou,
right?
Which is Angie's boyfriend. Which we don't know his last name.
Okay, he's just called
Lou. He's just called Lou. So some people say it's her fiance, some people say it's just her boyfriend.
Louis.
Either way, it will be help me or help Lou, which is weird. And according to the women, the notes were written on parchment paper, which is an American thing for baking paper.
Right. It sounds a bit weird to write.
Yeah. Even weirder, they didn't even keep that stuff in the house. They had none.
I don't like that, but I also want to know what pens they use for the parchment paper. Because have you tried writing on baking paper? Because it kind of balls up and smudges everywhere.
Yeah, and what's even
Must
weirder,
be right-handed.
It was in red. And they knew it was Annabelle writing them because they would quite often find red on her hands and on her chest, and it looked like real blood.
No.
Yeah.
Do not like that.
Yeah. So with all that going on, Lou is now in the picture.
Yeah.
Okay. The boyfriend or fiance. He was already a bit suspicious of her. Given the circumstances, I would be too.
Yeah, me too.
Annabelle started recurring in his nightmares.
No, that's never good.
Yeah, he would have nightmares about her trying to strangle him.
Right.
So, yeah, he was not having a good time with her. He knew something was up. She didn't like him, apparently, in his dreams. So the girls decided, this is just getting a bit weird.
Yep, get rid of the fucking doll.
Yeah, we're receiving notes. Lou's having some freaky ass nightmares.
I would have got rid of her when she started moving.
Yeah. I mean, I would have gotten rid of her as soon as I got handed it. I'm like, thanks, Mum, but you can return that.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, Mum's doll Linda was fucking creepy.
In your bed, and the scream that came from you was so hilarious.
I remember locking myself in the bathroom, so I'm not leaving until that doll's gone. Oh, right. Anyway, after all of that, the girls decided, we're getting a medium involved.
Right.
We need to know what the fuck is going on. So they hired this medium, and they held a seance. And the medium turned around and said that the doll was inhabited by a spirit of a deceased 7-year-old girl named Annabelle Higgins.
Right.
Which then you'd be like, yeah, please just kindly fuck off.
Yeah.
They didn't. Because clearly, even as nursing students or nurses, they're not fucking smart. Apparently, Annabelle died tragically. Okay. And her body had been found on the site where the apartment building was built. when it was before it was built, it was just a plain field. Apparently, she was found there, and not in a good way. The medium claimed that her spirit was benevolent, and she just simply wanted to be loved and cared for, and that she felt safe with Donna and Angie.
That medium sounds like she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about.
Or Annabelle's just lying her tits off.
Yeah, but if she's listening to this weird fucking Annabelle, this medium sounds like she's a lying sack of shit.
Well, she lied so well that the girls decided that they felt really bad for Annabelle. And they allowed her to take up permanent residence inside the dock.
So they accepted her presence.
Yeah. So instead of going, okay,
Get
Annabelle, out you go, go to the other side, go to the light. They were like, no, you can stay here with us. It's fine. You can just chill. Yeah.
I'm assuming that was a big mistake.
Huge. And I actually have, funny enough, in my notes, in brackets, big mistake in capital letters.
Yeah.
So yeah, because everything went to shit after this.
Right. Okay.
So Lou.
Yeah.
Again.
Lou.
Obviously, Annabelle doesn't like him. Okay, I think we've already established that. She doesn't like him. He was in the apartment all day by himself. Okay, everybody was at work.
Right.
And he heard a noise. So he thought somebody had broken into the apartment because he could hear rustling coming from Donna's room. Who was messaging you?
Oh, that's my friend Lottie.
Okay, can you tell her to be quiet? Just say shush for 5 minutes, please.
How do I mute it?
I don't know.
Just don't put anything else on. Just stay. Oh, she's typing. Stop typing. Damn it. Right, I think she's ended the conversation.
Just don't reply into laughter.
I won't. Okay.
Sorry, Lottie, but you're a mute now.
You're a mute.
Oh, God.
Right, carry on. Lou is on his own.
Lou's on his own in the house, and he thought somebody had broken in because he could hear rustling and movement in Donna's room.
Right.
So he went to go and investigate, which I would just be like, I'm out. I'm gone.
Why don't people learn? Why do you think this thing that's...
Because there's a man.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry for any men that are listening and actually would decide that I'm out, but...
I think Andrew would have been out before.
He would scream like a girl.
Apparently, he did get really scared by Cass. When Cass came downstairs and told me that he literally came down and was like, Mummy, there's a shadow man in my room behind the door.
Nope.
I was literally like, well, I'm not going in your room ever again. and there was part of me that's like, I'm actually not going to go up those stairs. I'm just going to leave it. And then Andrew went up and he looked behind the door, and apparently he'd always shit himself because there was outline of a man in his ear. It was weird, but it's because of the shadow. That's like where the light is and the bed. It formed this giant like outline of a man, and you get to then show Cass that like there's not a shadow man in your room. It's just the weird positioning of everything, and he accepted it. So I don't think I would have ever went in that room again.
No, I wouldn't have accepted it. I would have been like, you're fucking lying to me. I'm gone. Look, I'm going to sleep in your room. Yeah. I'm not sleeping in there again.
Anyway, carry on.
Right, let me find my place because... Oh. A little fruit burpee there.
He went into her room to investigate.
Yeah. But he found no one there.
Okay.
And no evidence of any forced entry or that anyone was there with him. But what he did find, though, was Annabelle laying face down on the floor.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
She had a wild night.
Yep, but hung over there. What's going on? There's random noises coming through my throat. So, there are other sources that say that Annabelle attacked Lou while he was waking up from a nap.
Yeah, well. I've had, that's what I got some information on that, which I wasn't sure if you were going to cover everything that happened.
Yeah, so I thought I'd include that one in there because I have seen it a couple of times. So some people say it was the same time, that he thought there was a break-in, but to be honest, back then it was 1970s.
Yeah.
So
he's probably off his tits on something.
That was 60s.
In the 70s, they still like smoked a lot.
That's true, but it was more the 60s,
I guess. Not
anyway,
really. They had crazy clothes.
That was the 80s. Crazy clothes, afros, and flared jeans.
Well, you know what?
Disco Steve.
Everything before the 2000s was a variety show of different things, okay?
So was the 90s, really.
Yeah, exactly.
We had some weird clothing.
So let's just not go into the whole era thing.
Okay.
He could have been off his tits on something.
That's true. He could have done.
Okay.
But
carry on.
Anyway, yeah, so some people say that he got attacked.
Mm-hmm.
But after he found Annabelle on the floor, like while he was looking at her, apparently he felt a searing pain running across his chest and like his arms and stuff. And when he looked down, he saw bloody claw marks on his chest and stomach. 7 scratches in total, 4 horizontal and 3 vertical. But the weird thing is, they disappeared after 2 days.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Have you got the thing about him being paralyzed?
No.
Well, not technically paralyzed, but so this is what the part of the information that I've got about him.
Okay.
It's apparently before the scratches occurred.
Yeah.
Lou reportedly had a terrifying experience while he was staying over at the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
He claimed to wake up from a deep sleep feeling paralyzed.
Okay, so the sleep paralysis. Yeah.
When he looked down, he saw Annabelle crawling up his legs.
Nope.
Yeah. And he alleged that the doll moved up his chest and began to strangle him until he blacked out.
Oh, shit.
And then when he woke up the next morning, he was convinced it wasn't a dream. And although there was like no marks on his neck at the time.
I suppose that's probably the same time that he was thinking he kept getting nightmares about her strangling him.
No.
Yeah, no.
Nope.
No. So after he got attacked and scratched with weird disappearing scratches, the girls decided that again they need to get somebody involved.
Yeah, they maybe made a mistake of accepting this fucking thing.
Yeah, I think they thought, you know what, we fucked up letting her come in. How do we get her to go? So they...
Oh, you might be able to hear a baby crying.
She be fuzzy. Yeah, they decided they wanted to get rid of the spirit possessing the doll. So they called in an Escopial priest.
Right. Oh yeah.
Known as Father Hagen or Hegan. I'm gonna say Hagen.
Father Hagen.
No, probably is Hegan. Hagen. Yeah.
Hagen. I don't know.
It's Hegan, so probably Hegan.
Hagen.
I think he's American, so it wouldn't be
Harrigan.
Whatever accent we were just doing then.
Father Harrigan is down south. Oh
God.
Sorry.
Anyway, Hagen knew it was too much for him. He was like, the spirit's a bit too fucking crazy for me. I'm gonna call in some backup.
It's not a little boy.
Fuck's sake. Oh God. Right. He contacted his superior, Father Cook.
Oh God, okay.
Who then decided he was going to alert. So Father Cook alerted Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Ed and Lorraine Warren. Yes, they did. They had just done the Amityville horror case as well back then.
Yes, they had done loads of cases.
I think they'd over 1,000 cases they'd done.
Yeah, I have got some backstory on them. So do I do it now?
I don't know.
Or after?
Well, let's go into a bit now.
Yeah.
And then I can see if you've got any information that I don't have.
Okay, so we need to remember where we are. Okay, so he's just contacted the Warrens.
I feel like it's a good time to be like
to
detour.
Yeah.
So
So
we're going to go down the
detour
Warren Road.
onto who the fuck the Warrens are.
And who are
Okay.
they?
So Edward Warren.
Yes, he is.
Well, he was Edward Warren Miney. Was born on September 7th, 1926, in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And he had a childhood that was anything but ordinary.
Mm.
It was at the edge, I think. It was at the age of 5 that Ed Warren had his first encounter with the supernatural. Okay? So he, from early on, he was like, I can see dead people. Just 3 blocks away from Ed's home lived Lorraine Warren, born January 31st, 1927.
Mm.
She had a Catholic upbringing, and at the age of 12, she was deemed sinful by her family because of her gift of clairvoyance. So she was like, I see dead people, and her family were like, no, the fuck you don't.
You do not.
We don't do that shit in this house. So later on in life, the couple met at a movie theatre in 1944 and soon fell in love.
Oh, that is nice.
In 1945, Ed enlisted in the Navy during World War II, and just weeks later, his ship sank.
Right.
He was then given 30 days of medical leave, during which the Connecticut man returned home. So I put it as Connecticut man, but Ed Warren.
Connecticut man.
I thought when I was writing, I was like, "Oh, make it like nice storytelling," but I should have just wrote Ed Warren. He returned home. I was trying to be fancy, okay?
You gave him a nickname.
Yeah, I know. I was feeling, what was it? In my writing era.
I don't know, but when I hear Connecticut, all I think of is what's it called? With the zoo animals. That cartoon with the zoo
Madagascar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they talk about Connecticut, isn't it?
The only thing I think of Connecticut is Hartford, because that's how I remember the way I remember Connecticut is being Hartford, being the capital or whatever, which way around it is.
Is song.
Yeah, it's Sacred Heart. That's how I remember Hartford's Connecticut, because you connect the wires to the heart machine. That's how I remember it. Anyway.
Detour?
He was given 30 days leave for medical. Okay. So he decided he was going to return home, and on May 22nd, 1945, he got married to Lorraine.
Right.
During like his time off.
Mm-hmm.
And on January 11th, 1946, they welcomed their daughter Judy Warren into the world.
Uh-huh.
But they weren't a usual couple. Ed was a self-proclaimed demologist, and Lorraine Warren became a truance medium and clairvoyant, and claimed to have taken on close to 10,000 paranormal investigations.
Oh, I was way off. 10,000.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think like you're on about the famous ones.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I think these are like house calls sort of thing. In 1952, they founded the New England Society for Psychic Research, the NESPR, one of New England's oldest ghost hunting groups. So New England, we're not New England, we're just England.
Yeah, no, I just got excited about the fact they founded one of the cool groups.
Okay.
I think it's a party over there.
Oh, it was a party of ghosts.
If you're not invited, you get ghosted. That's where it originally came from.
Jesus Christ, Daisy. Over the years, they move along. Over the years, they meticulously documented their experiences, collecting interviews, audio, video recordings, and many occult artifacts tied to paranormal activity. Ed Warren died in 2006, and Lorraine Warren died in 2019.
So do you know what apparently happened in 1963?
No.
So apparently, yeah, it's not like, this is the rumor that goes around. Judith Penny claimed that she began a sexual relationship with Ed Warren in 1963.
Oh, scandalous.
When she was 15.
Oh.
And he was 37.
Oh, so we got pedo.
Yeah, this is the allegations that are against him. Allegedly. She allegedly lived in the Warren home for decades, acting as his second wife with Lorraine's knowledge.
Oh, so a throuple.
Yeah.
Pedo throuple.
So this period covers the time they're investigating the Annabelle case and Amityville. Amityville. Oh, Amityville was after the Annabelle case. Interesting. I thought it was the other way around. Annabelle was in 1970 and the Amityville was in 1976.
Oh.
Learn something new every day. Carry on. Carry on.
Okay, so going back to Annabelle.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've had that little detour.
Although,
you know the backstory.
Do we want to know more of the alleged things against them before we move on?
Why not? So we're already there.
And then we'll just go back to the original story in a second.
Okay, yeah.
Just because I might as well whilst we're in this little section of their horrors.
Yeah. Okay. What horrors have they bestowed on people?
Yeah, so in 1970s, there's allegations against him that the Amityville was a hoax.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so immediately following the 1976 investigation of the Lewitz home, Skeptic, which is the Amityville house.
Okay.
Skeptics began dismantling the story. So skeptics, including the investigator Rick Moran, accused the Warrens of being professional sensationalists.
Okay.
So William Weber, the defense attorney for the murderer Ronald DeFeo, that's it, DeFeo Jr., later claimed that the Lutzes, so the owners of the Amityville house, the new owners of the Amityville house, created this horror story over many bottles of wine to help with legal fees and book deals, and the book deals and like
you can read them.
And the Warrens were essentially validating a known fabrication for publicity. So the guy who killed, so basically, do you know the Amityville case?
I actually haven't really done any research on
Okay,
Amityville
so
at
basically, I think it's the son killed all of his family with a shotgun.
Oh, delightful.
And then, so the whole reason why they say it was a hoax and that this guy was meeting with people to kind of come up with, they were meeting with the new owners. So then the new owners could then validate what he was saying that he was possessed by a demon that made him kill his whole family
to get him out of jail.
To plead insanity.
Right, okay.
So they were saying that apparently there's lots of wine involved and everyone was on board with trying to create this hoax about the Amityville house being haunted, including the people living there. And that so then they could be like, yeah, but this house is so haunted, like we're living in this haunted house type thing. To get this guy out of jail for killing his whole family.
Wow.
Yeah. And in 1980, when Arthur Gerald Brittle worked with the Warrens to write their biography, the why can I never say that word? Demonologist. He reportedly began to see cracks in their stories. Brittle later claimed that the Warrens duped him. He alleged that many of the facts provided in the book, including details about the Annabelle case, were either exaggerated or entirely made up by Ed Warren to ensure the book was a page-turner.
Wow.
Apparently in the 1990s, the Sendika case, the haunting in Connecticut, this case became one of the most cited examples of the Warrens allegedly coaching witnesses.
Right.
So Ray Garton, the novelist, was hired to write the book about the case, and he grew frustrated when he found the family stories didn't align. Garton famously alleged that when he brought these inconsistencies to Ed Warren, Ed told him, "You've got the highlights, make up the rest, and use what we give you just to make it scary." And that was a quote from Ed Warren.
Oh.
Yeah. So Garton later discovered that the family suffered from serious mental health issues and addiction that the Warrens allegedly ignored to keep the demon narrative alive.
Oh. When actually they were living with their own demons, they were just psychological demons.
Yeah. So in 1997, there was the New England Skeptical Society investigation, which you mentioned about the New England thing earlier. Dr. Stephen Novella, and I love the word novella. I don't know why. I think it's like a telenovela.
Well, novella is like a short book.
Yeah, I just like the word. It rolls off the tongue. And Perry DeAngelis, don't know if that's right.
DeAngelis?
were granted a rare look into the Warrens' evidence and museum. After reviewing the physical evidence for ghosts and demons, including the Annabelle doll, the investigators concluded that there was zero scientific merit to any of it. They categorized the Warrens not as evil, but as pleasant people who were master storytellers and enablers of people's delusions. I feel like that's just someone who doesn't believe in ghosts, because you can't go, that's not, like,
there's no science behind that.
It's not scientific. It's not about being scientific. So
yeah,
I don't think.
And also, it kind of is scientific in a way, because energy doesn't die.
Yeah.
Energy is to do with science.
Yeah, true.
So, and energy doesn't die. So where does it go when you die? It doesn't just poof, gone. You're still around. That energy's still there.
And this is the last one, and then Vicky can carry on with the actual story, because we got to that track, is the 900 million legal battle in 2017.
Jesus.
So a massive lawsuit filed against Warner Bros. The studio behind the Conjuring, brought many of the old allegations into legal record. Gerald Brittle, the author of The Demonologist, sued, asserting that the Warrens had a pattern of deceit. To win the suit, he had to prove the true story the movies were based on were actually fictional. He cited that Judith Penny affair and the Syndica fabrications as proof that the Warrens' entire ghost hunting brand was a commercial con. Don't know whether we won it or not, but...
Well, how can you prove that didn't happen?
I don't know.
Because if you've already gotten rid of the demon or whatever it is that's possessing, then there's no proof that happened.
Apparently he didn't lose it, but he didn't win it either. He ended on a settlement.
Oh, okay.
So...
I suppose because you can't prove that something like that didn't exist.
Yeah, I think you're trying to prove something that is not provable.
Yeah.
But that was the alleged allegations against the Warrens. I think the weirdest one is the fact that he was having sex
diddling with a minor
when he was 37.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah. So
allegedly.
Yeah. Anyway.
Should we go back to the story?
Back to Annabelle. So, just to refresh after our little detour.
Went down memory lane.
Lou got attacked.
Yep.
Donna and Angie were like, we need to go bring someone in.
Fuck this shit. They
brought in Father Hagen.
There was no boys.
Hagen decided this is too much. Went to Father Cook. Or Cook? It's C-O-O-K-E.
Cook.
So, Cook, but it's kind of like cookie almost. But Father Cook.
Father Cookie.
He then decided this is too much. We're going to hand this over to Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Yeah.
So the Warrens believed that, well, they came out and looked at Annabelle, and they believed that there was actually a demonic force in search of a human host within Annabelle.
Oh.
So they were like, this is not the 7-year-old girl that you thought it was. This is a demon trying to possess you.
And you have just welcomed it into your home, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, you've just gone, you know what? Yeah, take full control. Just do what you want.
Yep.
So yeah, they were like, this demon is not friendly. So in an account of their case, it states, now this is in quotes, spirits do not possess inanimate objects like houses or toys. They possess people. An inhuman spirit can attach itself to a place or object, and this is what occurred in the Annabelle case. This spirit manipulated the doll and created the illusion of it being alive in order to get recognition. Truly, the spirit was not looking to stay attached to the doll. It was looking to possess a human host.
Nope.
End quote.
That is vile.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh. Well,
So,
no, I don't like the fact that it's playing with the doll.
Yeah.
To make it act like it's a little 7-year-old girl that's trying to.
That's they noted that it was like a demonic possession, and what gave it away really was the teleportation. So it's like moving around, doing what it wants. The materialization. So getting the parchment paper.
Yeah.
And writing the notes, when they didn't keep parchment paper in the apartment because they weren't into baking. And the mark of the beast, which was in quotation marks, which was Lou's clawed chest.
Right.
So they were like, that's all signs of a demon, not a little ghost child that wants to be loved.
I don't like that.
No.
That's not nice.
Yeah. So straight away they were like, we need to exorcise the place. So they all
exercise in this place.
Extra fries. They ordered the exorcism of the apartment to be formed by Father Kook.
The Kooky.
And then they took Annabelle out of the apartment to take it to their home in Monroe, Connecticut.
Sounds like a logical place to put it.
Yeah, they were like, we will take the doll.
This guy, Warren, likes 15-year-old girls.
He wants a 4-year-old, life-size doll of a 4-year-old child. Allegedly.
that allegedly.
Moving on. So apparently, allegedly, they said that if they had waited another 2 or 3 weeks,
it would have been too grown for him. Allegedly.
No, too grown for the priest.
Yeah, too Kooky likes them smaller.
Oh, Kooky was a bit kooky. Oh, anyway.
Yes.
Oh, if they had waited another 2 to 3 weeks, the spirit would have completely possessed or killed one, if not all, of the occupants in the house.
Oh.
Yeah. So so you're only a couple of weeks away from dying. We're going to take her to our house. So we could die. Yeah. So they knew that taking her out of the house was going to piss her off. Okay.
I mean, I can see why. She was quite happy there.
Yeah. Literally just minutes after leaving with Annabelle, the Warrens started experiencing Annabelle being pissed off.
No. Oh, I've got shivers. Shivers!
So before they left,
yes,
Ed was like, we're going to take the back roads home, avoid all highways, because if she fucks around and kills us, at least we're not killing hundreds of people on the highway. We're just going to be
dead.
Probably just ourselves. Yeah. So, yeah, they did that and it was a good choice.
Tell me why it was a good choice, Vicky. Tell me why.
Because tell me why, tell me sweet little lies.
I thought you were going to say, tell me why.
tell me why. I know it's so tell me lies, but that's how I hear it in my head.
I don't even think tell me why is a part.
It's not. It's tell me lies, but my brain.
No, my bit.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache.
That's a guy.
Because every time Enzo goes, why, mummy? You tell me why? I sing that to him. That's because he says it in the same way.
See, I still can't get out of my head. But every time Malachi pulls my hair, it's a fish in my hair. Did you say it every time? I can't help myself. There's a fish in my hair.
That's probably why he does it. Is that if I pull my mum's hair, she's going to scream this. Oh, God. Anyway. Yes, it was a good choice, and I will tell you why. Oh, right. I'm getting really hot in this jumper now, but I can't take it off because I'll have nowhere to put the mic.
Tell me why.
Right. Annabelle decided it'll be. She decided it was going to be fun to fuck with the car.
That's why you don't let kids in your car.
Even if they're a doll, you don't let them in the car.
Yeah.
So she would randomly stall the engine.
Lovely. I think she's in my car.
She'd make the steering lock up so you couldn't steer the car properly.
Lovely.
And she even made the brakes fail.
Oh.
Yep. It's just randomly would be like, you have no fucking brakes.
I tell you, my car started working.
No.
Like, out of nowhere, you turn the engine on, no lights. Power steering's back.
What the fuck have you... It's the house guarding. It's because you cleaned out the backs.
No, because it broke after that. I don't know what it is, but then it does, sometimes it just cuts off while you're driving, and then the steering goes. And then it doesn't brake properly when that happens. So that's fun. But it's good when it lasts.
I think it needs to go to the garage.
I think it's a sensor on like the wheel or something.
Oh, Neo did say about it could be a dodgy sensor. So to get it clean.
Yeah, I think
hopefully it will be.
Because since we had the wheel, we had to change the tyre. Once had that done, it started working more.
Oh yeah, it's probably a dirty sensor.
My car is so dirty that it probably is that.
Yeah,
probably from going through the muddy puddles all the time when...
Oh, during the flood? Yeah, probably got dirt trapped in there.
Dirty little bitch. Carry on.
Yeah, speaking of brakes failing, that's what she'd do. Randomly just go, fuck you, you're not driving anymore. I'm going to stop your steering and make your brakes fail.
Huh.
And she almost caused multiple fatal crashes.
Huh.
So she was like...
Even though they're on the back roads?
Yeah. So she was like, because she wanted them dead. She was like, fuck you guys. You took me away from the house. I was going to kill everyone in. I was quite happy, wandering around the apartment.
I had my parchment paper and everything.
I had my crayons.
I didn't get to pack my stuff.
So because she kept on fucking with the car, Ed was like, you know what? Enough is enough. This bitch needs to stop. He pulled out a bottle of holy water from his bag and drowned her in it. Literally just poured it all over her.
Wouldn't you think that's something you would do anyway?
Yeah, you would have thought, like, I'm not going to take the highway because she might try and kill us. But I'm not going to douse her with holy water just yet.
No.
I'm just going to let her fuck with the car for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he doused her with it. And she stopped. She stopped messing with the car long enough for them to get home. But once they did get home, apparently it had worn off because they placed Annabelle in Ed's study.
Right.
And then she reported, apparently it was reported that she levitated and moved about the house. No. She just got up and moved around.
Why is she not permanently soaking in holy oil? Water?
Well, I will get into that.
Okay.
They even tried putting locks on the office and tried locking her in. And it wasn't even like the office was attached to the house.
Right.
It was an outhouse, like outside.
Oh.
Like a different building. They kept her locked in there because they were like, I don't want to get killed by this thing, so I'm going to lock you out in there. They would lock her in. Then later on, she would turn up inside the house. Oh. Just like, bitch, I'm back.
Bitch, you tried to stop me at the house?
Yeah. Apparently they kept trying to lock her away. Right. And she just kept on finding a way out.
She was like, I'm a sneaky little bitch.
Yeah, it's like, you lock the door, I'm going to fucking go through the window.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to find you. So after a while, they're like, you know what, enough is enough. And they asked a young priest to bless the house and to contain Annabelle. So they're like, you're
getting locked away now, bitch.
Yeah. But the priest was a young dipshit. Okay? He was a fucking idiot.
He's a bit kooky.
No, he was stupider than kooky.
Oh.
Because he decided he was going to pick up Annabelle and say that her story was fake and then started mocking her by saying, "You're just a rag doll, Annabelle. You can't hurt anyone.
You can't hurt me. My wings are a shield of steel."
Oh God, memories.
That's one of my I think that's one of my not only, but one of my favourite memories of Dad. There's not many, but our Dad's a piece of shit. He's a drunk.
Yeah.
But when he was drunk, he used to like mumble shit.
But not when he was drunk. We timed it.
Yeah.
So we could tell when we could get money out of him because he never used to pay for anything apart from his wine.
Yeah.
Or his weed. So we used to try and get money out of him.
And there was always a perfect time.
Yeah.
Perfect
time where he would just hand us all the money in his wallet. It was great. And then around that time, he'd get all giggly and he'd start acting like an idiot and actually quite fun.
Yeah. It's very limited time. But yeah, he was like, "I'm bad thing. My wings are a shield of steel." You had to be there. It was funny.
Yeah.
Fun memories.
Childhood trauma. Some people are listening like, that's not a normal upbringing, guys. You guys need therapy.
You mean like when Dad read you Beauty and the Beast?
I don't remember that.
Do you not? So Dad went and read you Beauty and the Beast, and then we were sharing the bedroom at the time, and Dad was drunk, and he was also, I think he had hurt his back, so he was on like pain medicine for that. So he was like completely out of it, and he then like wobbled to the stairs, and then he fell down the stairs.
There's multiple times he fell down the stairs.
I know.
I remember when he fell down the stairs and tripped over Hoover.
Yeah, but I remember it so vividly because he had only just sealed the ceiling where he fell through the ceiling.
He broke our PlayStation.
I know. But I remember looking at the ceiling at that point. I was like, "Oh, I wonder if that's going to like be finished."
Yeah.
And then we just said do down the stairs, and then Mum was like pissed herself laughing, and then she had to call Ali to come down and help to move him. But then they were both pissing themselves laughing, so no one helped him. Yep, that's childhood for you.
Yeah, that was it wasn't even a weekend. It was typical weekday night.
And we wonder how we came out so perfect.
We wonder where our dark humour comes from.
I mean, Mum helped.
Yeah.
Then, you know,
Mum shielded us from a lot.
Yeah. Why are we talking about childhood stuff now?
I don't know, but props to you, Mum. Thanks for shielding us from a lot of shit and actually raising us.
Yeah. Do you remember when we was it Malika we got we managed to get Malika in trouble for whipping Dad with a towel or something, and then we were sat on the stairs, so he was singing what was it? It was I can't remember what it was singing now. It was in my head for a second, but it was something really like sarcastic. It's funny.
I don't know. They just used to whip each other all the time with towels. That's why I have such a fear of those towels. Nino does it all the time. He'll get the towel out and he'll pretend to whip me, and I get so angry. I like scream at him. I'm like, fucking stop.
Dad used to I told Andrew about what Dad used to do when he used to pick herself upside down and pretend to burn her toes.
Yeah, I know. That's why I can't. If Nino messes around with a lighter, I get really angry with him.
But I was just like, that's like a normal thing, right?
A drunk dad pretend to light our toes on fire with a lighter, getting so close you can actually feel it burning.
You're hanging upside down so you can't move.
There's actually a photo of you whacking him over the head with a wooden spoon.
He probably just liked it.
Yeah, he did.
Anyway.
Oh God. Anyway, yeah, moving on. We had such a normal childhood, guys.
We did, seriously.
Just so normal.
It was full of other things like pushing Vicky downstairs and when she was Miss Fattiful's fight.
I used to love being Miss Fattiful surprises.
That was the funniest thing. I now see why Mum used to get pissy though, because we put every item of clothing inside your other clothes to make you like a steamboat wrestler.
Because I couldn't even move my arms or my legs.
And then we used to roll her down the stairs.
We would use like 2 like chest of drawers full of clothes.
We'd mix our clothes together. I can't imagine. That makes me like so annoyed thinking about the boys doing stuff like that. But we used to do that on a daily.
Yeah. Literally every single item of clothing that we owned would be shoved into my trousers and my top. So I was like, you know, those like giant balloons of these people, like, on like films where the people blow up.
If we had one of those,
and Marge, you know, she blows up like a balloon. Yeah. That's what I look like.
Yes.
And then you'd backcomb my hair, put coat hangers in my hair. Then we'd come downstairs and put on a show from Mum and Ali. I'd be like, "This Miss Fatty full of surprises." I don't remember what I would do. I think I would just roll around.
We used to push you over and watch you trying to stand up.
I remember trying to walk up the stairs after they had not been able to get up the steps.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's too
God.
weird. I don't even know.
Oh, God. Mum's going to be listening to this, and I think she's going to wet herself by now for remembering what we used to do with kids.
I'll tell you what, though. I've been actually thinking about getting the exercise ball out and then giving the boys the broom and just letting them try and get from one area.
No, because you'll have more holes to fill.
No, but it was so fun. I was thinking that was a childhood game. That was super fun.
Yeah, but also we put holes in the ceiling.
Yeah.
That we would fill with tissue.
Exactly. That's what they're going to get when they just put some tissue up there and hope no one notices it.
Oh, God.
Right, let's get back on track.
Yeah, where was I? Oh, yeah. I
don't even know how we got on that.
I don't even know. Just trauma dump. Oh, God. Oh, right. Oh. Yeah. So we're at the point where this young priest was like, Annabelle, no one can hurt you. You can't hurt anyone, you're a stupid doll.
Yeah.
Ed was like, mate, don't do that. That's the wrong fucking thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's because you said, you can't hurt me. That's how we got there.
I like how we're laughing, but people are listening like, that's not funny.
They're like, get the fuck to the point.
We've been here for half an hour waiting for you to finish the sentence.
You're just not interesting.
All right, Janet. So I'm going to name that person. I don't actually know what their name is, but I'm going to call you Janet. Probably a man, but anyway. Yeah, Ed was like, don't mock her.
Mm-hmm.
It's a demon. But the young priestess was like, I'm just not going to listen to you. He laughed it off. While the priest was driving home in his fancy new car that he'd literally just like not long picked up, and after he was pissing her off, he ended up getting into a serious car accident, which almost killed him.
Okay.
It completely wrote off his car.
Damn.
And apparently, after he like recovered, he told the Warrens that just before he crashed, he saw Annabelle in his rearview mirror.
Gross.
Yeah.
How did he get that? How did she like, I'm just going for a little car ride today?
Well, I mean, how did she get out of a locked room? And then in the house.
Maybe she did escape rooms.
Maybe. So, after this, it was like in the late 70s.
Okay.
They moved Annabelle into a more safer place, the Occult Museum, which is where she is now. They decided to have a custom glass and wooden cabinet made for the doll to live in.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, I don't know how true this is, but I have seen this on a couple of sources, although I haven't seen like the whole way around the case, so I'm not sure. Okay, so I need to find where we are because our mic stopped.
It did.
So we have charged them for a few minutes, so hopefully they hold out. So yeah, I hadn't looked around the whole glass case.
Yeah.
Because there's only pictures of the front of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know entirely of what's true and what's not true. I haven't seen it. But apparently it's been engraved with the Lord's Prayer and the St. Michael's Prayer.
Right.
And has signs on the box saying, warning, positively do not open.
Very proper.
Not just don't open it, because she'll kill you.
Yeah.
Just positively do not open. So the rest of his life, Ed would regularly say a binding prayer over this case to ensure Annabelle stayed trapped inside.
Right.
And he also would douse her in holy water.
Mm-hmm.
So since being locked up in the museum, she's not moved, but she hasn't stopped fucking with people.
Okay.
Yeah. So
still at her fanatics.
Yeah. Fuck around and find out.
Her antics. Her fan antics. Anticos. Don't get me on a roller coaster.
You said no more diversions.
I'm trying. It's really hard.
I know. Right. People who have visited have reported feeling nauseous, there being accidents, and bad luck after disrespecting her.
That's what you get for being a disrespectful prick.
Yeah. So, a few years after being on display, a couple decided to visit the museum, and the man of the couple decided he was going to be frat boy behaviour and act like a dick. He decided to tap on the grass.
Of course he did.
Yeah. And he decided to laugh at her and say how silly people were for believing in her.
Well, did he not hear what happened to the priest?
Apparently not. But on his way home, he reportedly lost control of his motorcycle and crashed headlong. I think it's supposed to be head first.
Head on.
Yeah, head on. Apparently, when I'm typing my notes, I don't pay attention to what I'm typing. He crashed head on into a tree. He was killed instantly.
Right.
But his girlfriend barely survived.
Oh,
she claimed that just before they crashed, they were laughing about the doll.
That's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but if you decide to laugh at a cursed object, that is on you.
Yeah. So, yeah, to this day, Annabelle remains locked away inside the museum.
Done. Mm-hmm. Until it got taken over, though.
Oh.
I mean, she's still locked in there, but
okay.
It has new owners.
Yeah, I knew there was new owners, but
yeah, I was going to do information check.
Information check and nothing.
I was going to do some thing on that, but we kind of covered it in other episodes. I don't think there's much more.
We can do a little bit, just so it kind of ties in with what's with her now, what's she doing.
Yeah. So, I do have some actual information about it. Oh my goodness, I actually did something. I did. I asked a question and it answered.
Okay.
So, yeah.
They're doing lazy people research.
Because I wanted to see if there was any other information about attacks after, in case you didn't cover it all, but you already covered it all.
Oh, okay.
And then it's just, luckily, it's come up with the permanent closure part.
Oh, cool.
So, the original Warrens Occult Museum in Monroe was officially shut down around 2019 due to zoning violations. It was a commercial business in a residential neighborhood. And then, as of 2026, the doll remains in legal custody of the Warrens' son-in-law, Tony Spera, and the New England Society for Psychic Research, the NESPR. She kept it in a consecrated glass case at an undisclosed private location to prevent the public from swarming the residential area.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there was a rumour, because when I was looking into it, there was a rumour saying that the Annabelle doll went missing. Which they were like, no, she never actually went missing. Like, but I think the public said she was missing because she wasn't in the museum.
Yeah, I think they've just moved her.
Moved her, yeah.
Yeah. Because the museum is closed, the doll now travels.
Oh, okay.
So she is frequently the star attraction of paranormal conversations and special events like the Devils on a Run tour. It sounds like
Devil on the Run,
some kind of convention.
Oh, okay.
She is transported in specialized blessed wooden box and is rarely removed from her glass.
Why the fuck would you remove her? It says on there, do not open. Positively, do not open.
why rarely removed? Why are you removing her at all?
Yeah, why let her out? Why let the cat out of the bag?
She doesn't need to go for a walk.
No.
She doesn't need some, like she doesn't earn some good
time. Don't give
walk.
her an opportunity to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Or to like up and run.
So Matt Rife, which we've mentioned in other.
I love that guy.
He's so funny.
So he's one of the people where he crosses the line and you're like, oh damn. I mean, that was funny.
We
damn.
teeter on the line. We don't cross the line.
I mean, we teeter on the line that you guys hear. When we cross the line, we edit it out.
I do not keep those parts either. One day I'm just going to show a whole
bloopers.
So
no, because I think we will piss off a lot of people from the bloopers.
Yeah, we 100% will.
Sometimes our dark humor takes over and we just blurt shit out.
Yeah. So the Matt Rife purchase in 2025, in a strange pop culture twist. No, I'm not even going to say that. Fuck off. Pause. Repeat. Edit.
I think we got the gist.
The Matt Rife purchase. So Matt Rife reportedly, he's a comedian. If anyone doesn't know, he reportedly purchased the original Warren home and museum site in late 2025. Part of the deal included a 5-year guardianship of the collection, though the Warren family still oversee the spiritual maintenance, the blessing of the doll.
Yeah, because he doesn't own the stuff in the museum.
Yeah.
He owns a museum, but the stuff is just there.
Yeah.
Like donated in a way. Not donated. What's the word for it? It's not donated. Borrowed?
I don't know.
I don't know what the word is.
I feel like
my brain's not working at this point. Huh? I didn't even hear myself speak the first because I heard you at the same time. It sounded like a room full of people talking. You know, it was like blah, 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 blah.
It's because I went and then made me think of Fat Amy from
the horizontal running.
And then
it's vertical running.
I feel like I could do drugs, but I shouldn't know whatever she said.
I feel like I could do crystal's meth, and then maybe not.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was thinking in my head, and I had to get it out there and then. But yeah, I think that's basically it about what's going on now with her, because she's kind of just she's a little gypsy now, traveling around
on tour,
apparently getting released. I don't know. Sounds like a stupid game to play with me, but you do you, and you probably die. Probably die and cry because Annabelle's got you a bit of a.
Oh, well, she's keeping them alive because they let her out the cage every now and again, so she can fuck with some other people.
Maybe
she's caused more crashes that we don't know about.
Very well, good. I,
for one, will not be visiting.
What is the weirdness? You're swiveling on the chest. It's coming up with stuff to say. I don't know how to end what we're talking about.
I don't know. It just reminds me of when we were in the escape rooms and we would just literally just swivel on the chairs all day.
Yeah,
we would have 8 shots of coffee.
That's
in the space of an hour.
Was talking about.
He's looking at him like, "Why are you not dead yet?"
It's just a picture of Malachi, my 18-month-old, peering around a corner, looking super creepy. Anyway, detour over. That is the story of Annabelle. I really want to do a whole episode on the Warrens properly, and maybe some of their other cases, but it sounds like they're a bit weird. So, although maybe we've covered all of the Warren, there might not be much more to cover.
No, I did try and find some more on the Warrens, and I didn't really find much more. The main thing that I found on them was their cases. So
I think we want to cover the some local stuff as well to us in Cornwall, which would be fun. And maybe some. I really want to do some past lives one because that would be fun.
Yeah, I
like the little boy that found his murderer.
Oh, yes. And there
I'd
was,
like to see that
I
one.
remember years ago, it's going to take me a while to find it because it was fucking years ago. But there was a little boy who claimed that he was a pilot in the war. And his parents were like,
give it all away.
oh, okay. But yeah, he was like,
Also,
adamant.
we're in limited time with the microphone.
That is true.
So we should really...
Yeah, we'll do some past lives because I am currently waiting to hear back from somebody on TikTok to see if I can use their stories. So if you're listening, I have sent you a message.
Mm-hmm.
Please reply.
Answer.
Please answer me because it's a very interesting story that I have been following for a while on my own account. So,
so please do.
Yes. It's probably not even listening.
Probably not.
Right. But we also should do a listener story soon because I was supposed to do it today and I was supposed to do it last week as well when we got distracted about this guy on TikTok who is currently experiencing some weird supernatural shit.
Ooh.
And he has given me permission to tell his story.
Well, maybe.
And he's got some bits that he hasn't put on his TikTok.
Well, anyone who's listening, how about you get in touch with us, give us some listener episodes, and maybe we'll do the listener episode next week.
Yeah. It's best to email, although you never check the emails.
I do. No, I get them. I just don't.
You just don't delete the spam.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, so I'm the one who goes in through the spam.
I see an email. If it's spam, I leave it.
Yeah, I then have to go in and delete it because I get all the notifications on my phone and it drives me nuts.
Yeah, but it's so annoying deleting stuff.
Delete it every time you see it.
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, if you have a listener story, send it in through email, which is the coldspotconfessionspodcast@gmail.com, or message us on TikTok, which it will come in through as a request, but we see that anyway, so that we will answer you.
Or on Instagram.
Or on Instagram.
Or Facebook. But basically,
we know our Facebook for some reason is weird and it won't accept any messages.
Does it not?
I told you about this before when I was sorting out our social media. I said Facebook's being weird.
Did I tell you that YouTube uploaded our stuff normally?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I tried to upload it and it's like, no, someone else's podcast is already doing this. And I was like, that's my podcast. Thank you, but that's mine. And then after I'd done that, it just started uploading it again. I was like, well, it's on some weird reset, but
okay, well,
at least that's on YouTube.
Yeah, at least that's working now.
Howdy ha.
Because I was going to say to the person who allowed us to do their video, their story, and I was going to say we're on YouTube as well, and then I remembered that our YouTube wasn't working properly.
We are on YouTube
so
again.
I'm glad that it's working properly now.
It is.
So I can start telling people we are on YouTube.
We're on everything again. Whoop whoop. Sound of the bellows. Yeah.
And if you're listening, let us know what you're actually listening from. Whether like it's Spotify, Amazon.
Yeah, we had someone saying they come from TikTok. That was so cute. I love that. I love getting messages when we know where you found us as well.
Yeah, because then it also helps us know what's working and what's not.
Do you know what would work?
If we actually posted. I know.
If we actually posted a video. Like I keep meaning to do it. I'm like, fuck, I forgot to do a video today.
I just completely forget. Like I don't even think about uploading a video until it's like I'm scrolling through TikTok at like 2:00 in the morning. I'm like, oh yeah, we have a TikTok.
Yeah,
I should really post on that.
I've been posting on my other one trying to get this these books videos done. But once it's done, my focus is going back on there.
Yeah,
and I'm going to be posting more. So if anyone wants Mandela one, everyone seems to love the Mandela videos. Yeah. I also want to do just random facts, like creepy things. Because why not? But let us know what you want to hear. We just want to know everything.
Yeah, we
tell us everything.
Love information.
We need
information
so we can not use the information to actually make videos because we're dumbasses. We are going to start recording as soon as well. Once a move.
Filming, you mean?
You're still recording.
Yeah, but we are currently recording.
Yes,
so you mean filming?
But we're also recording our faces via film. So
yeah, we will be filming.
Once I move, we're going to make a little podcast studio in my new kitchen.
Yeah.
And it's going to look super cute.
Tell them about your little thing with the estate agents, because last week we were saying how shit they all were and the fact that your landlord was trying to force you to stay here more often.
Yeah, I don't know though, because last week, maybe I didn't cut it out. I cut out a lot of it because I realised I was disclosing where I was moving.
Yeah, I know. Kind of noticed that while you're doing it. I was like, are you aware that you're disclosing where you're going?
When I was like, I probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much I said, but basically I got a Section 21 and I had to move out. But now, and my landlord was being an asshole. Well, actually, the estate agent's being an asshole, saying you can't move past your due date, your rent date, because I gave
you missed. So you were planning on moving anyway.
Yeah, I was planning on moving. Then I got a Section 21. And then the day I was going to say that we're moving is the day I got the Section 21.
Yeah.
Which was a day late, though, because if I was to give my notice, it should have been the day before. So then my estate agents were like, you're not allowed to move because you gave it in a day late.
Yeah, so you have to stay until June.
You have to stay until June and pay another £1,400.
Yeah.
And then I spoke to a professional and she said, actually, no, bitch, those fuckers are wrong. Because I had my notice in after Section 21 was given to us, that they legally can't make us stay. So, haha, you fuckers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little rundown of that.
Yep.
Anyway, that was a long time to say goodbye.
Yeah. I just thought we'd sum up everything.
We just want to know what you guys want us to talk about next time or the time after or whatever. Whatever you guys are interested, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you want to get in contact with us, it's the Cold Spot Confessions Podcast at gmail.com, or you can follow us on TikTok, which is the Cold Spot Confessions Pod, and then everything else is the Cold Spot Confessions Podcast.
Yeah. If you message us on Cold Spot Confessions Podcast on TikTok, we won't get it.
Yeah, we won't look.
Because that's our old account. So our current account is Cold Spot Confessions Pod.
Yeah, because we got shadow banned off that bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for listening. And we will see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.